I'm so happy that we get to do a yoga class together today. Now, just a reminder that you don't need anything special for yoga. If you have a mat like I do right here, go ahead and roll it out. If you don't, you could use a beach towel, you could use a blanket, you could go out in the grass and do this, or just find a carpeted space in your house. You just want something a little soft under you so that if you tumble, you get caught. And today, at the end, we're going to do a relaxation like we do sometimes. If you have a little stuffy, why don't you go ahead and grab it? You can pause the video and go grab your stuffy and come right back, but we're going to use this little guy as a breathing buddy at the end. And if you don't have a stuffy, maybe you're not at your house, you don't have one, don't worry about it. We can still do the same relaxation without the little stuffy. And same goes for if you have a pillow, you might want a pillow at the end. Sometimes we tuck ourselves in with blankets, sometimes we use a pillow, so those are our two cozy items today, but if you don't have them, no worries. And I just also want to remind everybody that yoga is fun. We want to make sure we're having fun. So if we feel anything that hurts or doesn't feel quite right, take a break. Just stop doing that pose. You can sit crisscross applesauce. You can go into quiet mouse or child's pose. Just take a little rest and jump back in whenever you're ready. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to scooch back so you can see me. So I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, April showers bring May flowers, but the month that we're in now is May. So I thought we would start with a breathing exercise called flower breath. And this one's fun because it involves both the deep belly breaths that we're used to taking now, and also it involves a little bit of balance. So I think it's a really fun one. So what we're gonna do is I want you to take your feet and put them together just like we do when we're in butterfly pose, except we're gonna lift them up this time. And if this feels too wobbly in your body, because remember, everyone's body is different, maybe you played really hard yesterday and this doesn't feel so good, just keep your feet right on the ground for support. But otherwise, give it a try. Bring them up. Then we're going to take our hands, and these are going to be our flowers, so they're going to be our buds, and then our flowers as they bloom. And you take your hands and thread them under your legs. So you can see my hands waving down here, so they're out here. Bring them under and through, and then your arms kind of support your legs. So you're not completely wibble-wobbly. And if you go like this and come back down, that's just fine. That's why the ground's there to catch you. All right, so get into your flower position, whatever's most comfy in your body today. Make little fists, and then we're gonna breathe in. And we'll open our flower, and then as we breathe out, we close our flower. Nice job. Let's try that again. Breathe in, a deep belly breath, breathe in. Open that flower, breathe out, close that flower. Good work. Should we try it one more time? Let's make sure we got it. Breathe in, breathe, 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 open that flower, and breathe out, close that flower, and make a fist. Nice job, everyone. Okay, so now we warmed up our lungs, we got the air flowing in our bodies, we are ready to do some warm-ups on the mat. So today, we're gonna start with cat-cow. Now, if you've never done that before, we get on all fours and we're gonna look like a cat and a cow while we arch our back like a cat and kind of let it sag as a cow. So let's give it a try together. Okay, so you plant your hands right under your shoulders, put your knees under your hips. We're gonna breathe in, and we let our belly expand just like we did in that flower breath. And you can tilt your head if it's comfortable, or just look your eyes up towards the sky. And then as you breathe out, go ahead and round your back just like a cat. And we can even add sound effects if you want. So breathe in and go moo. Breathe out and go meow, 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 meow. Breathe in, moo. And your cow can shake its tail if you want, moo. And breathe out, round that back and go meow, 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 meow. All right, now we're gonna push up and back to downward dog. So you can put your hands a little further out if you'd like. We curl our toes under, and then we push through our legs, and we make a V with our body. And go ahead and wag your tail, kind of pedal your feet, This helps to warm your body up for all the fun games and songs and poses we'll be doing. And then we're going to come back down and lower ourselves down and be a snake. So what we do is we keep our hands under our shoulders, right next to our chest, and we breathe in, rise up, and then we go all the way back down. Let's try that again. Breathe in, big deep breath in, and then all the way down. Okay, let's see if we can make that hiss last even longer on this last breath. So deep breath in, and hiss it out. Nice work. And now we're going to curl our toes back under and push back up to our downward facing dog position. So push up, make that V with your body. Go ahead and adjust your feet and pedal it out. You can wag your tail. And then we're going to do something fun. We're going to use our hands and walk with them. So we're going to walk our hands backwards towards our feet. And we're going to be folded over. And then we're slowly going to rise up and keep your arms wide and greet the wonderful spring sunshine. Great job. So, since it's May, it's getting warmer out, we can go outside and play. Is there something that you like to do with your family when it's nice out, or your friends? Maybe you like to play soccer or play in your backyard. I know with my family, one thing we really like to do is to get out in nature. We like to go hiking together. And when we're hiking, sometimes we come across really cool creeks or streams or lakes, and we see frogs. All kinds of frogs, big bullfrogs, little frogs. Sometimes we see turtles too. But I have a fun song for us to sing today about 5 frogs. Are you ready? Let's get down and start in our froggy position. So froggy position, I'll move my hands. We just come up onto our toes, you lift your heels, and you get springy. And if this is too much in your body, you can always just sit and spread your legs out and be a frog this way. Whatever is most comfortable. So if you're able and you want to, go ahead and get into froggy position, and it goes like this. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is 1 green speckled frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Oh, this frog's sad. He's all by himself. We'll sing it a little slower. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now they're all swimming in the pond. Splish, splash. I hope you had fun with that one. I like that one a lot, getting to pretend to be a frog. So we just pretend to be frogs. We sang about how the frogs eat different bugs. Can you think of another animal that also eats bugs? What's an animal that eats bugs? There's a lot out there. The one I'm thinking of is birds. Birds eat a lot of bugs. Lots of birds eat bugs. So what I thought we would try to do is to make a nest. Now, I don't know if you ever made a nest. I did it when I was a kid, make a nest, and gather leaves and twigs and things together and kind of make a bird nest and hope a bird lives in it. It's a really fun thing to do if you're outside and want to collect them, but I thought we could do an imagination one today. So let's think, what do birds' nests look like? All birds have different nests. Some have rocky nests, some have muddy nests, but a lot that we see out in our backyard might have the sticks and twigs and some feathers. So let's collect those items. So if I'm a mama or a daddy bird, I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna grab some really big sticks and I'm gonna arrange them in the bottom. And, oh boy, I think we need some more. Let's get some more. Reach out, grab some more sticks, and arrange them all around, make a nice big nest. Okay, so we have the base. Maybe we need some smaller twigs. So we'll reach over here and grab some twigs and put those in. Reach over here and grab some twigs and put those in. And I think we need some mud to make everything stick together. So we'll scoop up some mud in our beak, scoop up some mud in our beak, and go plop, 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 plop. Definitely not enough mud. Let's get some more. Scoop up some more mud, scoop up some more mud, plop, 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 plop. Well, that's starting to look like a nest. We have big sticks, we have little twigs, we have mud, we kind of have the bowl part of the nest. Would you want to sleep in something that's made of sticks and mud? It could be soft, but maybe we could add something that's a little softer for the chicks and the parent birds. What could we add? Maybe we found some grass, some soft grass. So let's pick up some grass in our beak, pick up some grass in our beak, and sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Let's do that one more time. Pick up some more grass, pick up some more grass, and sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Well, that's feeling soft. Maybe we could find something else that's soft. What else? Maybe there's some cottonwood from trees that can be soft, so we could pick some of that and kind of tear it up and put that all around our nest. Maybe some flower petals, so we can pick some flower petals. Those are wonderful. Add those in. Well, now this nest looks super soft. And what's the last thing we could add? Maybe we could borrow a few of our feathers. We could do a little bit of pruning, because we are birds after all, and put those feathers in to make it extra squishy and comfortable for our babies. Great job. And now I thought we could pretend to be the little baby birds. Let's try it. We made this lovely, soft nest for ourselves, and we're gonna get into child's pose, quiet mouse pose, whatever you'd like to call it. We're gonna bend over. Sometimes we look like a rock. Today it's gonna be our egg. So let's bend over, be kneeling, and now you're a sweet little egg. And how do eggs start to hatch? They kind of rock back and forth. So go ahead and rock back and forth. Then they start to go crack. So make your best crack sound. Maybe you tap on the floor like that's your little beak. Tap, 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 crack, crack. And then you break free. Come on up and be a cheepy little bird. So go ahead and take your hands. Put your hands on your shoulders. Have your little baby bird wings. And then you can go beep, 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 beep. You're a little baby bird. You can try rolling your wings around, see how they move. This is all new to you. You were just trapped in an egg, right? Oh, and you're a sweet little baby bird. And then as the days go by, you're getting ready to fly. So pretty soon you stretch out those big wings and you bring them down to your side. And then we'll give them a couple flaps, all right? So breathe in, raise them up, breathe out, bring them back down. Nice work. Look at those beautiful wings. Let's try it again. Breathe in. Raise up your wings, breathe out, flap them back down. Okay, one more time. Breathe in, raise up those wings, and breathe out, flap them back down. Awesome job. You made yourself a beautiful nest, and you made yourself a little bird that hatched into a wonderful big bird that's ready to fly. Now, bird parents care for baby birds in lots of different ways, don't they? They make the nest, like we just did. They bring them food. They help them learn to fly eventually. Is there anyone in your life that's special to you like that? It could be a parent. It could be a caregiver, like a nanny or a grandparent. It could even be a teacher at school. But I want you to think about someone that cares for you in a special way. Maybe it's a parent who always helps you make your bed in the morning and keeps it all nice and snuggly for you at night. Maybe it's someone that helps prepare nice food for you, or a teacher at school that answers all your questions. Whoever it is, think about them and then try to come up with a way that you can show them how thankful you are for what they do. It could be something really simple. It could be just an action, like giving them a big hug when they don't expect it. It could be maybe doing a chore that you don't normally do to show them that you appreciate them, just like they appreciate you. So maybe mom or dad usually clears off the table, but that's something that you can help with after dinner and give that a try and surprise them and show them how you care. And maybe it could be something as simple as drawing them a picture or sharing a passion you have with them. Maybe you like to draw, so you're going to share your art with them and make something especially for them. Maybe you like to cook, so you're going to try baking something for them. Whatever it is, give a try, and it'll be great to see how many smiles that you can add to the day by you sharing your thanks with them. And speaking of lots of reasons to smile, I thought we would sing Happy and You Know It, because that's a song that always brings a smile to my face. And we'll do it with some of the motions you know, and then we're going to add in some yoga motions as well. All right. So go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce to start, or find a comfortable seat. And it goes like this. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Should we pat our head next? Maybe we'll pat our shoulders. You never do that, right? Let's try it. If you're happy and you know it, pat your shoulders. If you're happy and you know it, pat your shoulders. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, pat your shoulders. If you're happy and you know it, what should we do next? Should we stomp our feet? My kids love that one. Make sure no one's upset if it's a little loud, but this is pretty fun, especially if you do it on your mat to be quieter. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Now let's bring our feet together. Should we be the flower again, like we did the flower breath? Let's try that. Bring your hands up and under. Remember, you can always keep your feet on the ground to keep yourself nice and stable. If you're happy and you know it, bloom your buds. If you're happy and you know it, bloom your buds. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, bloom your buds. Nice job. And since we have our feet like this, why don't we pretend that we're butterflies? So go ahead, and these will be your wings, your legs will be your wings. Bring your antenna up on top of your head. If you're happy and you know it, flap your wings. If you're happy and you know it, flap your wings. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, flap your wings. Nice work. Should we be a dog and wag our tails? Okay, so back to down dog. I'm actually going to show you two different poses. You could do puppy pose if you want, where we put our hands out, we bring our elbows down, and we fold back just like we're in down dog, but with our knees on the ground. So you could do that one for puppy pose, wag your tail, or you can go all the way up to down dog. If you're happy and you know it, wag your tail. If you're happy and you know it, wag your tail. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, wag your tail. All right, then let's come back down. And if it's comfortable, come onto your knees. And the last one we're going to do is roar so loud. Have you ever done lion's breath? This is a really fun one. I'll come up close so you can see. So when we do lion's breath, we bring our paws up and we roar. And we stick our tongues out. And we turn our eyes up towards the sky like this. And it's silly, but it's a lot of fun. So let's give it a try. If you're happy and you know it, roar so loud. If you're happy and you know it, roar so loud. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, roar so loud. Great work on that one. All right, so we've done a lot of great stuff already. I thought we'd try one more imagination where we get to be birds again. Does that sound fun? Because there's actually a whole bunch of different poses in yoga that are very bird-like. Let's give it a try. So the first one I thought we'd do is we'd try to be a hummingbird. Now this one can be tricky, and the floor is there to catch you if you fall, your mat's there, but let's give it a try together. So we stand up, we go up on our tippy toes, so I'll show you from the side. We raise our heels up, and then we're going to bring our hands together at our heart, And we're gonna slowly sink down. So you bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees, and then you lean forward a little bit. And now you're a little hummingbird, and it's like you're drinking nectar right out of a flower. You can even bring your hands forward to be your hummingbird beak if you want to drink that nectar. All right, great job. That one I bet you feel in your legs. That's a really fun one to try. And now there's also flamingo. Now what is special about a flamingo? What can we think? They're pink. That's really special. It comes from the food that they eat in the algae. But what else is special? How do they stand? That's right, they stand on one leg. That's how we often see them in the water. So we're going to give that a try. So go ahead and make sure one foot is really firm in the ground and pick up your other leg and raise it, raise it, raise it, raise it. And then go ahead and bring your arms out to the side and flap them up and down. Or you can even tuck them in next to you, kind of looking like a flamingo. Good work. Let's try that on the other side. So plant your other foot into the ground. Make sure it feels strong. Raise that leg up. And if this is too much, you can just, I'll show you from the side, you can just put your toe down and your heel up. And that's another way to be a flamingo. So raise it up, 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 up. Flap those wings. You can put them next to you. If you feel wobbly, you can always reach out for the wall behind you, or a friend if you're doing this with a friend. Just let them know first. And set that leg down. Great work. Now, this one's not exactly a bird pose, but it's a place where a lot of birds live. We built a nest before. Where are nests often? We talked about how they can be rocky. We talked about some are even underground, like a burrow. But a lot of nests are up in trees, right? So we're going to try tree pose. Now, for tree pose, there's three options to try. You can bring your leg out to the side and put your toe on the ground and put your heel on your leg right here, on your calf. And this is called a kickstand tree. So you're a tree pose with your legs, but you're not going to tip over. If you want to try to make it more of a balancing pose, bring that leg up and you can put it on your calf, the lower part of your leg, or take your hand and you can bring it all the way to the upper part of your leg, your thigh. And then we're going to take our branches and spread them strong. Maybe you're blowing in the breeze. Maybe you're a weeping willow and you kind of do a branch dance. Give it a try. And you can do branches in any of these poses. You can do branches from here, crazy branches. You can do branches in the kickstand. You can get them even a little crazier when you do it that way. So find what works best for you. We just don't want our foot on our knee because we could get hurt. Good work. Let's try that on the other side. So plant your other leg on the ground and then use your other tree leg, the opposite one from before. You can do kickstand. You can put it on your calf, the lower part of your leg, or you can put it on the thigh, your upper part of your leg. And then go ahead and do your fun, crazy leaves again. You could try crossing your arms in front of you. You could do fun shapes with your hands and make flowers. Maybe you're a flowering tree. Great job. We'll try maybe one more breath in this pose and then come out of it. Good work. So now our final one is we're going to try to be a flying bird. Now this one can definitely be tricky. So make sure you have space. And again, you can also do it next to a wall, so the wall's there to help you. But what we do is we're going to do our flamingo leg again, lift it up, and then we're going to kick it out behind us. So we're standing on one leg. And then we bring our arms, you can bring your arms out in front of you, kind of like a Superman type bird. You can bring them next to you. If you feel really balanced, you can flap them. And you can always try this. If you see me, I can hold onto the wall and do it, and then practice without worrying about tipping over. So whatever is fun and works for you, go for it. All right, let's try that on the other side. This one's definitely one of the more tricky poses today. So go ahead and plant your foot on the ground, lift your other leg up like a flamingo, and then slowly kick it out behind you. And then go ahead and do Superman arms. You can do flappy wings. You can have a lot of fun with this one. You can hang onto the wall and flap one wing, whatever you'd like to do, and then bring that leg back down. Great job. All right. So that was a lot of work. And now we're going to take a little bit of time to relax, which is always great. After you do a lot of hard and fun work, it's good to take a little bit of a relaxation too. So what I thought we would do is, can you think of an animal that might live in your own backyard? Some little bit of nature that you could see in your backyard. They usually have big ears and they hop around. That's right, it's a bunny. We're gonna try bunny breath. So if it's available, go ahead and sit on your knees. If that's not comfortable, just sit crisscross applesauce or whatever is comfy for you. And we're gonna take our little bunny hands and bring them up in front of us. And have you ever seen a bunny breathe or sniff, I guess? It goes like this. That's how a bunny breathes. They do little tiny sniffs with their nose. So that's gonna be our bunny breath. So we're gonna breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and then let it all out. Let's give it a try. So go ahead, do your little sniffs. And then let it all out. Nice work. Let's try it again. Breathe in. And let it all out. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in. And let it all out. Nice job being a bunny with me. I love when we get to see nature right in our backyards. It's so cool. So for our relaxation, I thought we would practice a hammock relaxation. Now for me, my hammock is one of my favorite places to be. If it's a breezy spring or summer day or fall, I like to be out there and read a book. Just that's a great relaxation spot. So what I want you to do is if you have a pillow, go ahead and set up your pillow. My hammock has a little pillow, so I was thinking of that. It's nice to rest your head on. And then if you do have a stuffy, bring your stuffy to this part because we're going to lay down and have a little breathing buddy fun together. So get yourself all situated and lay down. If you have a pillow, go ahead and make sure your head's nice and comfy. And we have our legs up. We have our feet on the ground and our knees bent right now. Go ahead and just rock them side to side a little. This is a really great stretch after all that hard work we've been doing with our legs and our bodies. Do it a couple more times. Great job. We can even do happy baby if we want to try. So go ahead. If it's available to you, bring your feet up and grab the outsides of your feet, or you can grab the insides of your feet and rock back and forth. This is how baby siblings or cousins or just babies you might even see at the park often play, and it's a fun pose. Okay, and then we're going to bring our legs down, stretch them out, grab our stuffies if we have them, and we're going to put them on our bellies. Now, I picked a wolf dog-like stuffy because when I get in my hammock, my big 60-pound dog likes to climb into the hammock with me and lay right on top of me and snuggle. So if you want to imagine that, go ahead. But whatever stuffy you have is just great. Now, when you have your stuffy laying here and you look up, you can see your stuffy. And as you breathe in, if you're taking a nice deep belly breath, your stuffy's going to rise up and say hello. And then as you breathe out, your stuffy sinks back down. Let's try that a few times. So breathe in. Hello, stuffy. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hi, stuffy. Breathe out. And one last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Nice deep breath. All right. And now we're going to let our breathing go back to normal. And you can leave your stuffy right here on your belly. You can bring it up to your chest, or you can just sit and cuddle it for this part. Whatever works best for you. But we want to make sure that we're nice and relaxed. So bring your arms either to your belly or down at your sides. Let your legs relax. And just imagine yourself in the wonderful coziness of a hammock. So it's kind of cradled around you, and it's like a big giant swing. And you can feel the springtime breeze blowing. And you hear all kinds of cool sounds in your yard while you're on your hammock. Maybe you're hearing the wind rustling through the trees. Maybe you hear some baby birds or some big birds calling to each other up in those trees. At my house, we hear the chittering of squirrels a lot. They're going shh, and they make these funny sounds, and they always attract the dog. Maybe you hear some other kids playing in their yard, and you know that you'll be playing again soon, but right now you're just taking a great break for yourself. And as the breeze blows, your hammock rocks back and forth, and you feel yourself relaxing more and more. And you say, thank you, body, for all the hard work you did, and now I'm giving you a break. And as you lay there, you feel the warm sun beating down on your face and your body and making you feel extra cozy. And once you feel like you can't get any cozier, go ahead and take a few more deep breaths. Great work. Now on your next breath, go ahead and roll over to your side. You can bring your little friend with you. Put your hands beneath your head. Take one more breath in. Let it out and go ahead and push yourself back up to sitting. All right, I hope you had a wonderful time. I want to say thank you so much for practicing yoga with me. The beauty in me sees the beauty in you. Have a wonderful day.